5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you Day 3 of the OSL Round of 16 game between Fantasy and Hiya here in Group A. This should be exciting. We have Fantasy as the teal Terran at the 5 o'clock position and Hiya as the red Terran at the 1 o'clock position. This is on the map Gladiator. There we see Fantasy looking focused. He did win in Day 1, although I didn't think it was a particularly impressive game. Fantasy was playing way too conservatively, I feel. Nevertheless, he won, and all credit to him for that. Whereas Hiya played a grueling game against C, ultimately failing, unfortunately for him, even though I thought he played well at times, just not able to make the finishing blow when he needed to, and then letting C's reclaim initiative in the game, and ultimately C came back and won. So let's see what sort of game this is going to be. There is a SEV sent out very fast, it looks like by Hiya, I believe. Maybe he's going to set up a forward racks that looks like 8 barracks just in a forward position. Maybe he's super paranoid and wants to scout out for a proxy. No, it looks like this little SEV is going to set up a forward racks here. This is not any sort of all-in build. It's just a way for Hiya to gain a little position early on. He sacrificed a bit of economy for A, the potential to do some sort of scouting, harassing attack if Fantasy goes for 14cc, or B, he can just use the barracks to lift into Fantasy's base and see what's going on there faster. Hence the positioning of the barracks in the middle, so he has equidistant access to all the different bases. Fantasy going for his own barracks there. And there we see, I guess, a Fantasy fan. And here's another fan of someone. I can't tell who that is. And now, Hiya bringing out a second SEV. This one probably to serve as the scouting SEV. He wants to, and Fantasy here, getting his refinery and barracks. He's going to go factory into command center. This is actually a great way to deal with this little, not really a rush by Hiya, but this sort of opening move by Hiya. Hiya is going to be economically behind, and he's not really going to be able to do any sort of damage in return to Fantasy. Now we see Hiya going to scout out Fantasy, going to see that Fantasy has gone for the refinery, and that's going to annoy Hiya certainly. And now Hiya putting down something that is just a supply depot. What am I thinking? Just a supply depot in his base. He knows he might be able to put on a little bit of pressure with these Marines. Fantasy seeing the 2 Marines out on the field. He knows what's going on. Fantasy would be wise perhaps to put down a bunker just for good measure. Not necessarily a good idea to play it so risky. He's got 3 SEVs out. That also works. SEVs to ward away the Marines. That can also work quite well. Both players losing an SEV at the front here. Now, Hiya amassing up 3 Marines to attack. He's going to be able to pick off Fantasy's SEV, but Fantasy with his second, Fantasy's Marine, but both players with 1 more Marine. Fantasy winning the battle. Hiya losing all his Marines there. Disaster for Hiya. I have to say, Hiya's rush not only not working out, it's not a rush again, his little assault not working out, but completely backfiring on him now. He's got no defenses. He's forced to put down his command center fast to respawn, but this opens the opportunity for Fantasy to do a fast push when he scouts this out, and Fantasy is going to scout this out. Fantasy going to be able to get a Vulture out. I don't see how Hiya can defend this. He needs a bunker and some Marines at the front to even think about defending this. Otherwise, he is just going to be forced to cancel that particular base there, and it looks like Hiya has brought SCV out to get a bunker down. I'm not sure whether the bunker will be down before these Marines and Vulture comes in time to deal with this. Fantasy rallying more Marines here to the front. He's doing his best to pick away at the Marines. That Marine may very well die. There are 3 Marines to 1 at the front. These 3 Marines going to be able to stop the bunker from getting put down. Kills the Marine of Hiya's. Hiya, absolute disaster here for Hiya. Fantasy bringing out a Vulture. This is GG for Hiya. Great game by Fantasy. He's now 2-0ing his group, and Hiya is down 0-2. Nice work by Fantasy, I have to say. Quick and short game, punishing Hiya for his early aggressive move there. Going on to Group B.